Hello, good evening. We are reading in English this evening. I'm going to read you something really short that actually looks like a poem, but it's not a poem. It looks like a poem on the page, but it's not a poem. It's a short story. It's by Samuel Beckett. Samuel Beckett was very clear that he wanted this piece to be published as a short story and not as a poem. And we can think about why that might have been and what's the effect of seeing a text on the page that looks like a poem and that we know is meant to be read as a short story. Let's see how it goes. But this is in, I'm reading it today from Beckett's, the complete short prose. It's a collection of Beckett's short prose. It's interesting. Short prose, it kind of covers all sorts of texts, doesn't it? It doesn't say short story, it doesn't say tale, it doesn't say sketch, it doesn't say, all sorts of microfiction. It just says short prose. That's interesting. But today I wanted us to consider this text, or I wanted to share with you how this text is, for me, part of my own use of literature as bibliotherapy. I was thinking, when I'm a little bit restless and I'm not feeling the happiest, I find it really, really difficult to read ordinary literature. I find it difficult to sit down and get through a novel, or I find it difficult to get through a whole story and be able to follow the plot and empathize with the characters, etc. Because I'm not feeling completely with it. I'm not feeling completely happy with myself. So what I do in times like these is I tend to read things that I don't understand, or that are strange. I also read them aloud, or hear other people read them aloud, because there's something very comforting for me in the human voice. Something very important about meaning being conveyed by the sound, the pure physical sound of the human voice. For me, that's very comforting. Also, in reading texts that are strange, that are difficult to understand or not entirely clear in the conventional sense, what happens is that I feel that reflects sometimes the way that I might be feeling, that I don't really know what to do with my feelings. I don't really know how to identify them. I don't really know how to articulate them. So what I do is I kind of allow myself to be lulled by the sound of these words rather than by a meaning that I can relate to immediately. So I just let the words kind of wash over me and do their thing, and then it'll just work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read the story. It's very, very small, and I'm going to let it do its job for me. But also, I'd invite you to share with me what you think about it. What has it done for you? Neither. To and fro in shadow, from inner to outer shadow, from impenetrable self to impenetrable unself, by way of neither, as between two lit refuges whose doors once neared gently close, once turned away from gently part again, beckoned back and forth and turned away, heedless of the way, intent on the one gleam or the other, unheard footfalls only sound, till at last halt for good, absent for good from self and other, then no sound, then gently light, unfading, on that unheeded neither, unspeakable home.